What's up, YouTube? Today we'll continue with my series Investing in Greatness. Today's the number 21. You can check the other ones on my YouTube channel. There is actually a playlist for all of them. Today's player will be Thomas Muller, legendary player. But before I start talking about him, let me say one thing. If you can give a like to this video, I would appreciate quite a lot, and is the best way to support my work. Apart from that, I believe Investing in Greatness is a series that have been helping a lot of people. Showing support means a lot to me, so thank you so much. Let's move on into the disclaimer. It will be a short one, but an important one. No financial advice. eBay links on the description are affiliated links and they help the channel. Same for Patreon. Any support, thank you so much for that. Any card I'm showing today I can eventually be buying or selling. English is not my main language. Any types of mispronunciations, I'm sorry. So, and I'm putting yesterday on the YouTube tab community a poll that I end up saying, do you guys want the investing in greatness in Rivaldo or Thomas Muller? You guys end up choosing Thomas Muller, which I'm happy with that, since I think Thomas Muller is an amazing player, but you guys should expect a Rivaldo investing in greatness soon, because I also believe Rivaldo deserves one. Let's move into the video. So, Thomas Muller, oh, look, a Bayern Munich legend, a German legend. You guys get the point. His career is just insane. One World Cup, 2 times Champions League, 10 times Bundesliga, 6 times German Cup, 2 times UEFA Super Cup, all-time leader in assists in Bundesliga, top goal scorer in 2010 World Cup, and also believe top assister, by the way, and the revelation of the tournament, and second best player in 2014 World Cup. The winner was Lionel Messi, but I actually thought was quite unfair. Thomas Muller ended up doing more on that tournament, at least for me. Apart from that, end up winning that World Cup, which again, super impressive. At 32 years old, I don't think Muller is done. Actually, far from that. Thomas Muller is playing at a very good level. Bayern Munich is one of the best teams in the world. I know World Cup is difficult to predict, but I think Germany have a solid chance to win again. I know France is probably the favorite, but Germany is always a strong team. And even right now, Champions League, I mean, if you guys had to predict a winner, most people will say Liverpool, Bayern Munich, but around those teams, maybe City. But Bayern Munich is one of the favorites without any type of doubt. So his career is already super impressive, but I believe will be even more impressive 10 years from now. And like I was saying, he's not done yet by any means. Actually, Thomas Muller is the most decorated player ever for Germany, I'm sorry, and is far from done. Like I was saying, look, for example, he can still reach the number 3 spot in terms of top goals Germany goal scorers. Again, Miroslav Klose and Gerd Müller, I don't think is possible, but Lucas Podolski is totally possible. He's the all-time most assists in Bundesliga by a large margin, so this will be a record very difficult to beat. And on Champions League, he's number 7 in terms of top goal scorers. And look, I guess you guys agree with me that he'll end up passing Thierry Henry and most likely Van Nistelrooy. So you can see that his career is already super impressive, but I can see being even better in the future. But look, I think he already deserves being on the investing in greatness, even if his career is done today. Because look, his numbers are impressive, his stats are impressive, his awards, his trophies, they speak alone. So Thomas Muller rookies, and this is the part you guys like the most, I know that. Those are the main rookies for me. This one I will not talk about a lot, because this is almost a duple card or something like that. Again, if you are a Thomas Muller collector, this is a nice combo, but I don't like that a lot, so I will not speak about those as much as I will speak about the other 3. But you guys get the point, those are still rookies. This is a set made by Panini on 2009, 2010, and those 3 rookies for me are the main rookies for Thomas Muller. The first one is the typical headshot, and as you can see, the PSA total for all of those are below 20 in terms of pop total. Talking about rarity, I think it's soon to have an idea. I don't think those stickers will be that easy to find if the market realizes how underrated Thomas Muller is, but talking about true rarity, I don't think it's the case also. I would focus more on condition rarity. But again, all of those are below 20 in terms of pop total on PSA. The one I think will be more sensitive in terms of condition rarity is I would say the foil one, for logic reasons. This being a foil card could be easier to spot imperfections. But again, we need more data. If I had to predict, I would say this will be the one with the lower gem mint rate. The one that ended up selling for the most was this PSA 10, the first one, the typical headshot, sold for 1.7k, which again, super impressive to be fair. So if I'm saying Thomas Muller is underrated in general, this sale ended up impressing me. I'm saying underrated. Look, when I say underrated, undervalued, you need to understand I'm talking in a macro perspective, looking at prices raw, looking at second-year cards, looking at again at this entire market, not at a specific card. But again, if you want to invest in Thomas Muller, I prefer rookie material. 1.7k, like I was saying, super impressive. This one makes me believe was super cheap, around $700, because like I was saying, I believe this will be the one more difficult to get in a PSA 10. The last one, another beautiful card, end up selling around 1k. Again, market is, I would say, doing decent. I think this sale is a little bit again, outlier on his market, because I'm not sure if a PSA 10 of this sticker comes into the market right now that we can see this price again, but maybe we can. We don't know for sure. And one thing that I would say is this: look, if you want to invest in Thomas Muller, those are the ones I would focus, at least. No financial advice, of course. But one thing that is quite interesting about Thomas Muller is there is actually sealed product for those stickers on eBay. And normally this tends to not be the case, since sealed product in pre-modern tends to be quite difficult to find. But at this moment, you guys can still find sealed product. I will leave links for all the rookies and for sealed boxes if you want to check that on eBay. And apart from that, those will be affiliate links that end up supporting the channel, and I think that's quite important. So before I go into part 2 of the rookies, let me say one thing. Guys, we are over 70 members on Patreon, over 30 exclusive videos on Patreon, and apart from that, there is new Q&As every week, new audio / podcast every week, and it's the best way to support my work in terms of monetary value. And I will do more content going for Patreon, because look, I need to provide value for people that care about the financial situation of the channel. So if you want to join the Patreon, again, there is a lot of content on the Patreon, and if you love my channel, there is a very likely scenario you love my Patreon community. So link below the video, link on the description. But I have good news for you. So let's say $10 is a lot for you and you can support me on Patreon. Look, the Discord is totally free, and I will leave a link also below the video. We are more than 300 members, and this is an amazing place to learn about the pre-modern market, or even to interact with me. So again, check both links. Both are quite important, and consider to take a look at those. Muller Rookies Part 2. So, apart from the Panini stickers, there is actually 3 cards. And some people say, I actually like cards more. And if that's the case, look, I have 3 cards to show to you right now. So, there is 2 double CCV cards. This one is the most difficult to find, the foil one. This is more like a base card, the black one, but still a beautiful card if you ask me. PSA total for the foil one is actually 0, which surprises me quite a lot. I will not... Look, if I can give you an advice, I would say this. I will avoid buying those graded right now. Try to buy raw, because you can still find those raw very easy. Of course, you need to understand condition rate. You need to understand how grading companies tend to grade those type of cars. So do research on that front. But I see more opportunity buying raw for Muller right now, specific for those cards, than buying graded. And if I had to choose one, I would go for the foil one, because again, I tend to believe, there is no official date on this, but I tend to believe it's more rare than the base card. SEC 8.5 sold for $75 for the foil one. Again, I think was a decent sale, to be fair. I think the person ended up doing a good buy. For this one in particular, PSA 9 sold for $150, which... again, not a bad sale. I tend to believe the foil one was a better deal, but again, in the long run, probably all of those will perform well if the market keeps growing. The last alternative, and is a nice card if you ask me, is a 2009-2010 Topps Match Attacks. This is only PSA total is only 1, and the CSG 8.5 sold for $33, which I thought was an amazing deal for the person. Is still a rookie card for Thomas Muller, and look, paying that amount of money is difficult to go wrong. To finish this, and let me refocus. To finish this, I have to say one thing. Those three are alternatives that I think, again, if the entry point is very good, maybe you can find opportunity. But if you guys want to go for the best quality, I think the stickers from Panini are the best ones, because in terms of lineage, in terms of history, all of those collectors tend to like the most, me included. Moving on. And the Muller relevant cards. Look, I could put a lot of cards, for example, the 2010 World Cup sticker. Be careful, those stickers are quite common. And then I'm choosing 3 cards that I like. I mean, I like, again, if the entry point is good, the Prism 2014. The reason I'm putting the Prism 2014 is because he actually ended up winning World Cup this year and being one of the best players on the tournament, so there is some history on this Prism. Again, ultra modern is not my market, but if I had to guess, focus a little bit more on numbered stuff, avoid base, and same logic can be applied to 2018 Topps Chrome UEFA Champions League. The other card I like quite a lot is the Panini Prism World Cup National Landmarks. Those cards sadly are quite expensive. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I may consider buying. I would consider buying one. But maybe for you, the entry point is still good and you do your own decisions. I think it's one of the most beautiful cards for Thomas Muller. I don't want one. But one day, I hope to actually could bought one recently. But again, different story for another day. Let's move on to Muller market. And look, like I was saying, it's performing very decently in PSA 10 specific. When it comes to PSA 8, PSA 9, again, not that bad, but the PSA 10 is where you guys are seeing the premium. PSA 8 for this sticker, in my perspective, and again, this is difficult to predict, I would say is still a very good grade. And PSA 8s, they tend to sell quite cheap, so maybe you can find opportunity on that front. And like I was saying, if you want to focus on the LCCF, try to buy raw, because those are still super cheap. And again, wait to PSA to open bulk service or send to SGC, for example. You can still find a lot of opportunity on that front. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thomas Muller is one of my favorite players playing right now, so leave a like, leave a comment, basically all the good stuff. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.